Hello Taurus, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards. Use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And wow. Princess of Pentacles, or Page of Pentacles. This has got to be the most abundant card in the Thoth Tarot Deck. It's a representation of the harvest, right? True infinite abundance all around us. Let's see how that's going to play out. This is a powerful energy. Oh my goodness. And the world, huh? Okay. Well, oh, look at this. That is something else. This has a really kind of, it has a really nice vibe for me. I love the kind of fall, winter season. I know in the Northern Hemisphere, we're just about to hit autumn and we got the winter coming. It's my favorite time of the year. I know in the Southern Hemisphere now, it's time to, start planting. Let's get that stuff planted. Let's get ready. This abundance is coming and I think it's going to really be out of this world. It really is. Let's finish up our cards, though. Let's do Path of the Serpent here. Well, we have the very strong Taurus energy. This is the Prince of Pentacles. It's the fixed earth Taurus energy. We see the bull in that card. This is a lot of hard work. This is kind of a nose to the grindstone kind of energy. And I like this. And I feel like this, a lot of major arcana here. I feel like this is all very strong. It's all very earthy right now, right? I get a very strong earth vibe here. And that's very powerful energy. Let's select a mystery card. And this is one card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we're just going to maybe stop there. Alien Simon Mork Ripley right there on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end of the reading. Yeah. Hopefully, it'll tie everything together, give us the confirmation that we need. But let's look at what's going on here, because I see right off the bat a lot of earth energy. We have major, oh no, not major, this one. Major. And they're all earth energies, right? This is the Hermit, Virgo, earth. This is the world or the universe, which is Saturn, but also Earth. This is the Devil, Capricorn, Earth energy, right? We see a little bit of fire, see a little bit of water, a little bit of air, and all the Earth, right? Small cards, court cards here. We have the Earth energy here, and here we've got all of this. I mean, basically, all of this is Earth. And then what we're left with is a little bit of fire, water, and air, right? So there's a really big emphasis on practical things, a really big emphasis on the kind of the manifestation, the actual physical, like objects around you, right? The creations, right? Not so much about the creator, but about what has been and is being created right now. A lot of physical things for you to do, And I think it's because we are trying to harvest everything that we've sown. Now is the time for us to kind of go on our collections, Start calling in all of this abundance that we've been working to create. And this is really, this is a really nice looking spread here. It feels very earthy. It feels very, very fall-like to me. I know that's for our Northern Hemisphere friends. But I feel like we are now kind of reaping what we've sown, right? I think you've put a lot of effort into something. It's kind of time for us, I think, to make our rounds, right? To kind of go out into the world and collect all of this abundance. You know, getting this feeling like you had a lot going on in your life. I think that you had to almost take time away from yourself, you know, in a weird way, to get all of this stuff going. Do you know what I mean? It was a lot of work. It was, you know, kind of like in an agricultural sense, you know, it's that time of year where you had to spend a lot of time preparing the soil, planting everything, doing all the watering. I'm surprised we don't have an 8 of Pentacles here, to be honest with you. And now I feel like it's finally time for you to enjoy that. It's finally time for you to bring all of this abundance in and, you know, have a grand meal, have a banquet, you know. And it's kind of what we see at the end here with this three of cups. So I wonder if it is something like that, where you are beginning to think about how to not reemerge into the world, but how to then celebrate the completion of all of the work that you've been doing, right? And we're using this agricultural metaphor, or this festival, this family gathering, perhaps. The Three of Cups could represent something like that. It could be that we're planning a big holiday party, you know, a big family gathering or something. But let's look at the Hermit first, right? It's in the kind of recent past energy. I think that you have been very busy, and you've had to take time away from your maybe normal routines of life to work on this. And maybe this is the rest of the year. It's kind of planning for this moment, you know? It's all of the work that you've done, and now it's finally time to enjoy it. It's finally time to have the big feast at the end, right? It could be that you've been working on a very, very big project. It's been taking a lot of time. I feel like the last 9 months, you know. Yeah, there's another implication there with the 9 months. That isn't too far off from the message of the Princess of Pentacles either, because this could be talking about what usually happens at the end of a 9-month period, right? It could be. I think maybe for some of you, we are approaching the due date, right? Congratulations. But it doesn't necessarily mean a child. This, I think, is perhaps the due date for something else even, right? This is the culmination of a lot of solitary toil, gestation, right? It kind of feels like, I mean, and excuse the metaphor here, 9 months ago, the seed was planted. Now that due date is approaching, and I think it's going to be amazing, right? I think something that you've been working on, something that you've been gestating, is now ready to be born into the world. Could be literally. This could still be a metaphor, right? Especially with these two, because this is the coming into the world of this joyful abundance, right? It's kind of that bundle of joy, right? So very interesting with all of this earth energy. I don't know what you're doing, but you're just about ready to have that celebratory feast after this whole thing has, you know, you've done all of this work. And I think, again, with the Hermit, it was solitary work. This wasn't work that you really had a lot of other people involved with. Maybe one other person, right? We know how that kind of works. We've got this one other court card here. Interestingly, we have the Taurus energy here in the environment. We have the Cancer representative here underneath everything. Could be these two. Maybe for some of you, this is talking about a relationship with your Cancer partner, and you are expecting a child. If that is resonating with you that way, congratulations. That is a miracle, right? But whatever this baby is, it's just about ready to emerge into the world, right? It's just about done cooking. And maybe we are setting up a bit of a celebratory feast. I think it was something that you have been basically doing on your own for several months at least, maybe 9 months. The Hermit is the 9th mystery of the tarot, so I'm kind of getting the 9. I didn't just make it up. Let's see. I'm going to go from here. This is real. It feels really, really good. This energy feels powerful. Feels powerful. The 9 of Pentacles that's here. It's at the top of the path of the dove. I think this is you really hoping, kind of praying. This is this is above us, right? This is kind of what we're just like, please, please. We really want this to go off without a hitch. We really want things to go smoothly. This is a 9. It's a function card. This is a doing. We want things to really just have this healthy, abundant, successful event, whatever this event is. It could be the event, it could be years of working on this book or this project, and now it's finally going to be revealed to the world, and you're hoping it's going to be successful. We're hoping and praying that's going to go smooth, it's going to be well received, there's going to be no issues, no complications. And then we can celebrate, right? So it's almost like we're kind of suspended. We're kind of just like waiting for everything to happen, hoping and praying it comes off smoothly. And when it does, and I think it will, 4 of Swords, relief, release, a calmness, a gentleness, a release of all of the mental tension. The stress is gone, right? It's that moment when this thing is finally born, emerges into the world. Now we can breathe. It's like we've been holding our breath this whole time. Now we can breathe. It's that fourfold breath, right? And that's how we calm things down. This feels really wonderful to me. I'm really getting that vibe here. I can't wait to get all the comments on this video and see how this is playing out for you, all of you out there. The Cancer energy that's underneath everything, yes, this could be a Cancer person in your life that is part of this scenario. But I think with this is the cardinal water energy. This is you trying to contain the excitement and the joy and the enthusiasm. I think the whole time that you've been working on this, when we've been in kind of hermit mode, just toiling away at this, whatever it is, I think there was always this enthusiasm, this joy, this excitement building where you just wanted to show people, you wanted to tell people. I feel like we're waiting, I feel like this was difficult for you to contain this joy and enthusiasm. I think because you're waiting to see how it's going to play out. You're going to see how it's received, how it is delivered. You want to make sure that everything is perfect before you rush off and tell everyone and express this enthusiasm, right? It's very difficult for us not to get carried away right now. But I think the message here is that everything will go smoothly. It will come off without a hitch. You're going to be able to breathe easy, and we can now throw this wonderful party, right? Now we can celebrate. Now we can celebrate. We've got, we've got this devil energy here. This is your general energy. This is kind of your perspective. And this, I think, goes very well with the Hermit, right? I can see the Hermit with a pet goat. They're both solitary kind of energies, you know. They're both earth energies. Yeah. One is the beginning rush of things, right? This was kind of the beginning of it. And if we look at that card, well, it has the suggestive energy of, you know, a child being created, right? That miracle. I don't know why that feels kind of taboo to talk about. You know what I mean? It's such a magical, miraculous thing that it almost feels crude to talk about it, you know, because it's just such a wonderful thing. And I am a father, so I kind of feel, you know, I feel this one. But this is interesting because this is the initial rush of this energy. This is the first moment of creation, right? You know, conception, essentially. Right. So this is very interesting. And it's getting a little heated up in here. The very solitary energies. This is, again, it's a private thing, right? And we've kept it private. We haven't rushed off and told everyone, even though we wanted to. And again, this doesn't have to be talking about a pregnancy or a baby or anything like that. It can be a metaphor for something else in your life, something else that's been a solitary endeavor that you've wanted to tell everyone, but we are waiting to make sure it's going to be what we want it to be, you know. Make sure that it's going to be happy and healthy and that everything is going to be perfect before we have this kind of big reveal. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be that way. But we have in the environment the Taurus energy. So this is kind of, you know, since it is the environment, I think this is kind of like, as far as the outside world is concerned, it's just been business as usual. They didn't know that you were concealing all of this within you. That we had this abundance, this project, this baby, whatever it is, that we've been just trying to contain our enthusiasm over. It's been business as usual. Right. And I think that's part of, like, that's why this is going to be so amazing. See, we've got the 3 and the 3 of the fire and water. These two should really be together. You know, usually this position here is the position of the energy that we don't want. I don't feel that today. I don't feel like there's anything about this that we don't want. I feel like these two are together. And this is the build-up. This is kind of, it was the, you know, I like this. Because if I want to just do something. I know not everyone likes it when I move the cards around so much. But I want to show you these earth energies here because we have cardinal earth, fixed earth, and then the mutable earth. We have the beginning, the middle, and the end of this process, right? And this is kind of the conception, the growth, and the birth essentially of this creation. And that's going to lead to this just amazing celebration. This is a this is a bundle of joy. This is part of you. This is, you know, we have 1, 2, and then the third, right? This is so amazing. This is very powerful. And, you know, it doesn't really feel like there's a big message here, right? What is the big message? I think the big message probably is just that you can breathe easy. This is going to be okay. Everything is going to work out. There are going to be no complications as far as this energy is concerned. Everything is going to be exactly how you need it to be. And we're going to make it to this celebration at the end, right? We got the 3 of Wands, which the 3 of Wands is really your integrity. This is kind of your commitment. It's mind, body, and soul, thought, word, and deed. This is your thinking, your feeling, and your doing, all in a unity, right? The Trinity is the unity. The three is the one. So this is spirit. This is the miracle of what you're doing right now, right? And it also kind of represents the family unit, you know, if we want to look at it that way. Because I do think that even if this is a project, a book, an album that you're doing, whatever it is, I do think that it's a syzygy, right? It's a unity of two kind of opposing forces that result in a third creation, a transcendent kind of creation. So yes, it could be, you know, two parents and an offspring, whatever. But I think that in whatever project this is, whatever creation this is, I think there is a necessary other, and I think it might be a Cancer person or a water sign person generally. Because I feel like there was kind of a necessary other, right? There's something that had to come together for this to be created, okay? Maybe it's you and a publisher. Maybe you're collaborating with somebody. Maybe you're kind of co-writing a book or something, or producing an album, or whatever it might be. You and a coworker, you and a friend, a family member doing this thing together. You know, it could be two people come together and make a baby, right? It's hard. It's really hard not to see it that way. But this is going to be, I think, resonating in different ways for different people. But the main idea here, I think, is the big celebration that's coming. This is something that not only is it an expression of your mind, body, and soul, thought, word, and deed. This is all you committed to this. It's going to be something that inspires your complete devotion. You know, it feels like a child, right? Something that you're going to have to then, not only are you creating and giving life, but now you have to nurture it, take care of it, love it. You know, this could be a career thing. It could be. I don't want to turn anyone away by saying, no, you're pregnant, darn it. Whatever this is, it's something that we're going to have to, you know, nurture as it grows. Could be you're starting your own business. Could be you and a partner, a friend, family member going into business together. We have the beginning, the middle, and the end of this. And I think we're approaching the end. We're waiting for that kind of grand opening, right? We want to make sure everything's going to be just right. We want to make sure it's going to work before we tell everybody, because we don't want to embarrass ourselves. I think everything is going to be fine. We can rest easy. And we can celebrate. Yeah, this is our baby. However you want to look at it. This is our baby. Yeah. Very, very interesting reading today. We're going to look at the mystery card now. Thank you, Alien Simon Mork Ripley. Oh, what is this mystery card? I'd like to see maybe another 3 of cups, maybe a 6 of cups, 9 of cups, any of the cups. Honestly, any of the cups would be fine. Maybe an ace of pentacles here, or an ace of cups. Any of the aces would be fine. Maybe the Eon or Judgment card. Maybe the Fool. Either of those kind of represent a child of sorts. Well, let's just stop speculating. Yeah, it's a 6. It's a 6 of pentacles. And what this reminds me of initially, now this is probably not very politically correct, but back in the day, people would pass out cigars when they would have a kid, right? I don't know why. That seems weird to me. Why would you pass out cigars? You're in a hospital. I don't know. But I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with that. We've seen it, we've seen that trope in movies and on shows, and I've never experienced it in real life. I don't think I'm old enough to remember those days. But I believe it was a thing. So that's my initial thought here, is that we are, we've done it, we've made it. And whether this is literally a child, or if this is kind of the launch of your business, if you've succeeded in publishing your book, or you got that record deal, you released that album, you got that promotion, whatever it is, I feel like you're kind of having this party, you're celebrating this, and you just kind of want to pass on some of this generosity, right? Not necessarily giving out cigars. I don't know, do people even smoke cigars anymore? But it's just, like when you're celebrating something, you get everybody together and you feed everybody. You give everybody a gift or something. It's just like, I don't know. It's an expression of gratitude. It's just a way to give back, a way to say thank you to the world, to the universe, So this confirmation card says that whatever you are creating is going to be very successful. This is also the card of the child. It's the 6. The 6 represents the sun. The ace is the god or goddess, the spirit, right? The source, father, mother, the unity. And the 6 is the child, right? So we have yet another connection with that idea. I think maybe for a lot of you, it's kind of resonating in that way. Very intriguing to me. I hope you will leave some comments. I'm very, very curious about this one. Okay. We're going to do an extended, too. If you want to stick around, click on the link either up there or down there in the description box. Either above or below. New readings come out every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next reading. I want to thank you for being here. This was a lot of fun. And I will see you again very, very soon.